Okay, formally saying good morning, everybody, on this beautiful, fine day. And thank you for coming in. It is, it is my privilege and my honor to be able to guide you all into meditation. I take this responsibility very seriously, and I'm really humbled that you should spend time with me. I can't say enough about that. So, yeah. So last week, for the couple weeks, we've been talking about how to bring awareness in our lives, right? And I remember saying, what we are aware of, we are in control of. What we are not aware of controls us. Okay? So if you want to live the best life or the best version of yourself, you need to be aware of your feelings, your thoughts, your behaviors, your actions. But most of the time, even though our intentions are honest, we're not aware. We live our life unconsciously on autopilot because we have, where's my phone? Because we have all these weapons of mass distraction, you know, media, social media, and also our mind. In the mind, we are running a script. Just like, have you seen your computer? Sometimes the computer slows down, and then you go into your task manager and you start ending certain tasks so the computer can get energized and start to run better. Same way, our mind is constantly running some scripts in the background, so much so that we're not aware of them, which means it takes up our energy, our juice, okay? It sucks our energy, our shakti, our chi. And if we don't have enough energy, we don't have energy to create consciously. So really, awareness is something very practical. It has a practical application in our lives. So when we do a mindful meditation, when we learn how to be aware, we can use that skill in our day-to-day lives. So it's not something very theoretical, conceptual. In fact, if we just leave it at our meditation and not practice it during our non-meditation hours, we're not giving ourselves full justice. It is an act of self-love. I really see it that way. If you really, truly love yourself, you want to bring awareness in your lives instead of letting those programs run you. You know, those programs that limit you, those programs that make you feel less than more. Those programs that your parents told you, or your family told you, or your friends told you, or your neighbors told you that you couldn't be this, or you're not enough, or whatever it is. So when you become aware, you can break that pattern of running that program. And the only way the Buddha taught us to become aware is by being mindful of our breath, right? So it has a very practical application. In fact, you would have noticed this. Anytime you feel very restless, you cannot make a decision, you're all over the place. I use this, and I use it very effectively. If it is hard for me, I'm all over the place, I'm restless, I'm not able to make a decision, I start to focus on my breath, and I center myself. And I've noticed then my decisions are better, they're wiser. Maybe not for that moment, but looking back, I feel like those were some great lessons. Those decisions didn't turn out very well in that moment, but boy, was that a right decision looking back. So really, your mind and your, basically what happens is when you focus on your breath, your higher mind starts to take over. Your personal mind, your smaller mind takes a back seat, and your higher mind starts to take over. And that's what you want. You want your higher self to help you make those decisions in life and to be aware, okay? In fact, the Buddha talks about 7 steps of awakening. And I don't want to go too much into detail, but I want to touch on them because there is a reason. So the first step is becoming conscious, understanding that we are in the paralyzing grip of our mind, which is running a subconscious script. Okay, so becoming conscious through mindfulness practices, focusing on our breath. The second is staying conscious. Okay, that's not an easy job for us to do. So staying conscious, even when you're off your meditation mat, staying conscious. And the third is you'll start to notice all this as a meditator. It happens very subtly and simultaneously and really beautifully. The third step you start to notice, you stay more in your awareness. And when you do that, you're happier because you've freed up your energy from those background scripts that were running you. So you start to experience your Shakti more, your Chi more, and you're happier, you're more peaceful, you're almost more childlike. I was talking to Jean about being childlike, and maybe we'll discuss that some other day. So that is the third step. You're just happier and peaceful. And then what happens in the third step as well is, because you're more aware, you start to create your life more consciously. Because now your higher mind starts to take over. Your smaller mind starts to go back. It recedes in the background, and your higher mind starts to take over. And when it does, you are able to create your life more consciously. You're able to create a brighter future for yourself. You can realize your goals better. So that is the third step. And the fourth step is, of course, the Buddha says that you start to kind of disconnect from being an individual. You start to connect with people more. You start to feel more expansive, your emotions, your feelings of love, and so forth. And then the fifth, sixth, and seventh are really where the masters, the enlightened souls, they feel like they are like a drop in the ocean. You know, the ocean is all of us, the entire consciousness. And, you know, it's just like dropping a drop in the ocean. Go find it. You know, they merge with the consciousness. So that is the enlightened masters level. And we all hope to achieve, maybe there are some enlightened souls here, but if not, we all hope to achieve that state one day as well. So that's a great vision, in my opinion. But anyway, so those are the 7 steps of awakening through your breath that we all can achieve, okay? Now, I want to draw a parallel between these 7 steps of awakening to the 7 chakras in our body, okay? Because all of our knowledge, the wisdom traditions, they're really connected. And you can draw parallels very well. And I will just share this insight with you. So the first 2 chakras, the first is the Muladhara chakra, the second is the Swadhisthana chakra, which is the root chakra, and then the second is, what is the English name for it? Well, it is in the base of your spine. So the first 2 are really below your navel, right? And those 2 chakras are where most of the times our energies stay there, because it's all about shelter, protection, staying comfortable, staying in the conditioning of what our community gave us, our race gave us. It's more about following the herd, you know, following our tribe. We have our set beliefs. We come with those beliefs sometimes from our mother's womb. So we're very set in our ways, so to speak, and we need those 2 chakras. Our energy is devoted there, and we need that because it provides us grounding, it provides us security, it provides us comfort, and all of that. Unfortunately, for most of us, our energies stay there, right? It doesn't go upwards. But we want our energy to travel up, because that's when we start to evolve. So the 3rd chakra is a very powerful sort of a bridge for the higher chakras as well. The 3rd chakra is above your navel and below your rib cage. Okay, so that is your solar plexus chakra. In Sanskrit, they call it the Manipur chakra. Okay, so the third chakra meditation that we are going to do today is extremely powerful in the sense that it starts to help you move away from your conditioning, from the programming, the scripts that you're running, that you were told who you are, right? All of that, you're moving away from it and coming to your personal power. You're recognizing who you are as a human, as an individual. What is your life purpose? Why are you here? Developing that self-confidence, okay? So the solar plexus chakra, if it is strong enough, you start to get into your personal power. And it is an important chakra because until you build your personal power, there is really no spiritual growth. That's what the masters tell us. If you don't really know who you are, how limitless you are, how absolutely magnificent you are, how can you rise to meet your Lord? Because you are the reflection of your own, of divinity. So to really understand divinity and to connect with divinity, you need to recognize your own divinity, your own power. And the solar plexus chakra actually gives you that energy to be just that. Does that make sense? Right? And I don't mean it being arrogant. That means you're going away from it. Overconfidence, that's not what we are talking about. But feeling a sense of pride, who you are. Not arrogance, but feeling a sense of pride and that confidence that, I can speak my truth. I don't need to be afraid. This is who I am. Okay? And then, so today we're going to do the solar plexus chakra meditation. And this meditation really helps me to remind myself of who I am every time I start to forget and I start to run the limiting scripts that I created for myself or I was told by my neighbors, my friends, and my family or whoever, that this is who you are. I do this meditation to not only remind myself of who am I, but also to use that energy that is there in my first two chakras and to bring it up to my solar plexus, to give me that confidence, that boost, that strength, that resilience to take on this world. And so this is a really powerful meditation. You can use it anytime you feel a lack of confidence. You're going for some public speaking. You just need this. This is the chakra that's going to motivate you instantly. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So there is a visionary in all of us. We all have a vision about a brighter future, about what future looks like for us. But for some of us, it's a pipe dream. We just don't know how to attain it. This chakra meditation is going to give you the energy and the realization of who you are, And so when people ridicule you about your vision, you use that as a fuel to power yourself. If they throw stones at you, create a monument that stands the test of time of your own greatness. Okay? This is the chakra meditation that's going to help you build mastery over mediocrity. It's going to remind you of your greatness, of your unlimitedness, if that's a word. And so it's a great meditation to do today, right? Are you guys ready? Any questions about this chakra? Any insights, if not questions? Yeah? Can't hear. Could you repeat yourself?
Can the bottom chakras, do we have to work from the bottom up, or can we just start with the solar plexus?
A great question. Yes. So the heart chakra and the solar plexus chakra are those two meditations that you can do it individually because they have a specific purpose in your life. The solar plexus chakra gives you a quick boost, reminds you of who you are, gives you a surge of confidence to take on this planet, if you will. And the heart chakra is to remind you to keep your heart open, to feel the love for yourself and for others. So, other than that, I always maintain that we should do all the chakras from ground up, because that's how you raise your energy and take it up. But these two are the ones that you can use it individually as well. But you know what? Do the entire chakra meditation, that's good too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.